Good morning, everyone. Hey, it's Mr. Brock here to read the Engage tab for chapter 20.1 in case you guys wanted an auditory version of this instead of reading through it. Also, just wanted to give you guys a heads up that if you want to change the reading level on the text for Discovery Education, don't forget, you guys can go over to the Language tab down here, click on it, and change it from Reading Level A, which is the higher level, down to Reading Level B, which is a lower level. Or if you're interested, Spanish is there too. So you have those three options. You will definitely not have the teacher's view on your guys' tabs, but those are the options you have. But anyways, let's get to the reading today and let's get to it. So a time for change. Can one person change an entire organization? Would you stand up to a powerful group if you believed what they were doing was wrong? In 1517, a German monk named Martin Luther confronted these issues and started a movement that would change history. Read the story below. There was growing discontent in Wittenberg, Germany. Local religious leaders, including Dominican friar named Johann Tetzel, were requiring believers who wanted their sins forgiven to make a donation to the church. This practice was known as selling indulgences. This practice was viewed by many to be against the teachings of the Bible. To make matters worse, the money earned from these indulgences would be used to rebuild St. Peter's Cathedral in Rome, far from Germany. The Christian citizens of Wittenberg, many of whom were very poor, were outraged that their money was being used by the Pope, who was extremely wealthy by comparison. Some of the church members who had received indulgences showed them to a local monk, Martin Luther. Luther was outraged at the practice of selling the forgivenesses of sins. Luther believed that the Bible taught that divine grace was the only method that could lead to forgiveness of sins. Luther sat down and wrote a set of ideas about certain church practices that he thought needed to be re-examined or changed. The practice of selling indulgences was one of them, but he also presented ideas about what Christians should be taught regarding sins and forgiveness, and the importance of Scripture and spirituality to the Christian faith. Luther called the list of ideas the 95 Theses. He sent the document to the Catholic Archbishop Albert of Mainz and to another bishop in his area. He also gave it to a few friends and other monks. Luther wanted people to read and discuss his ideas. He hoped his ideas would start a debate and lead an end of the abuses he saw in the church. Luther did not foresee that his ideas would be used to bring about a much greater change in the church. So that is a reading for the Engage tab. You guys are going to respond to those questions right here in the discussion post next. So use the auditory recording of this or reread it again and respond to those questions. Have a great day, guys. Bye.